Yes, I know I wasn't recording videos for a while now, but I want to I want to tell you guys a story of my first rejection. Yes, like face to face rejection, right? So, um, it's a quick brief. I was rejected by a girl, I think, in that was last week on on Wednesday. But I will tell you the story more, and don't worry, videos will be how do I say this? Video, I will be uploading more frequent. I will at least try. But yeah, college things and so on, and I'm also working on a project. But I would say, I think that yeah, the videos are going to be frequency of uploading videos is going to be much higher. At least I'll try, right? But yeah. So without further ado, let's just jump to the video right now. Well, sorry for interrupting you. If you don't know me, my name is Christian. My goal is to help young guys quit watching pornography for good and also improve their life in general through self-improvement. If you like the content that I'm, if you like the content that you are watching currently, subscribe, like, comment, share. You already know the drill. And again, if you're a guy who struggles with porn addiction, trust me, brother, I've been there nearly. I was addicted for 7, 8 years to this shit. So link in the description. You have my full guide, and also you'll be getting my mentorship for just $5. So I would say it's relatively cheap. But yeah, without further ado, let's just go to my story. So guys, before I start talking about this first rejection, I'm first going to mention the context because it's important. So I started university in October this year, and there was a girl in my year, right? For the sake of this video, we're going to name her Sarah, right? We're going to name her Sarah. And Sarah is a is a very nice girl. No, for at least my standards, she's attractive, she's good looking, she's intelligent, she doesn't annoy people that much. And for a woman it's rare. But yeah, and for I would say 4 out of 5 days when I go to uni, we have the most of the lectures together, so I have the opportunity to see. So I had the opportunity. I still have the opportunity to see her for most of the time, right? Not every time, not every day, but for most of the time I see her, right? And as I said, for me, she was an attractive girl, at least for my standards. Intelligent, good looking, doesn't annoy people that much. What more can you have, right? And also we were texting each other, and I would say it with texting was also going okay. I was also like kind of giving her compliments, right? She was taking them very, very good. She was taking them very, very good, very great, very, very well. And I kind of developed crush on her. I wouldn't say that this crush was massive, right? Because I've learned my lesson that I shouldn't be pedestalizing women. I shouldn't be putting women on pedestal. And that's what I learned from my porn addiction that lasted for about 8 years. Because when I was addicted to porn, I was just pedestalizing women too much and treating them like a completely fucking different aliens, like a alien species, right? And I learned and I just knew that okay, I'm not going to like talk to her every day or just disturb her ass every day, right? Because I should be as a man, I should be having the things. I should be busy as a man, right? And I should be doing something for myself and not just text Sarah every day, right? So I already know the rules that I learned from people that taught me this and just from my own personal experience. So this crush, so there's like this tiny little crush. I wouldn't say it was a massive that I just simp for her or whatever. Now this I would say there was a little I would say there's a little crush because it was just like a cherry on top, right? Because I already have the things that I should be focusing right now. This channel, my physique, whatever, learning about discipline, learning about mental health, improving my mental health, getting out of my comfort zone. And this crush was just a cherry on top. If if I wouldn't have this crush, um, nothing would really change. So yeah. but it was a nice it was also having this crush was also nice, because I was also I also text her this compliment. I think this compliment that she has like that like I want to ask you a question. Do you know the people when they show up, for example, in your friends group, when this person shows up, like the mood already gets better, like you're more happier, and that I would say Sarah has, right? That when she's around or when she's talking, like my mood just got better because I like listening to her. She has a nice voice, and I just like listening to her. So yeah, I developed so um, long story short, I developed this crush, and I remember. So that was in Tuesday, yeah, after Monday, yeah. Um, so I was in Tuesday, and I remember I was on a lecture, and I was before that, I had so I'm going to say this. I remember that I was texting Sarah, right? And I think I came back from the gym, and I was kind of like this gym mood, right? So I remember that I texted her like I should take you out on one of my training sessions, right? So maybe like gym date, why not, right? And I haven't received a message, so she kind of ghosted me, you know. I haven't received an answer, and I was kind of like not worried, but I was just thinking, okay, maybe I kind of got a little bit too far. So I was left on red. I was left on red, but I knew already the rule that I shouldn't be double texting. I already know the rule because if I would double text, bro, this would be I'll be considered a simp. So I haven't so I no I didn't text her after I got ghosted. Let's say I got left on red. But after that moment, I just said fuck it. I'm going to approach her. Like what can happen, right? And I was, and I think that was my fault that I gave myself did this pressure of approaching her because I was constantly in my mind overthinking, not present with people. Yeah, like people from my uni were talking to me, but I wasn't present at all. It was just constantly in my head, um, just thinking about this approach. Yeah, so I remember that on one of the lectures, I dead ass um just I took a fucking pen, yeah. I took my notebook and just um I've done this kind of debate. Okay, I wrote should I approach her, yes or no? And I was and I wrote arguments for yes and I wrote arguments for no. And ultimately I decided to yes. I ultimately decided that I chose the yes answer. And I just wrote the like for like nearly 2 pages. Yeah, for about 2 pages, I wrote why I should approach her. Yeah. And there were many arguments. There were many arguments that we're going to cover later in this video. But okay, I said fuck it, I'm going to approach her on Wednesday. Yeah. So her lesson ended on Wednesday, and I said to her, okay, Sarah, we need to talk, right? I have something important to tell you. And okay, I sat her down and I just basically told her like, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I like you. Like I have this like I like you. I have this little crush on you, and I would be coward to basically to not tell you this. So the plan is I'm going to take you out for a coffee maybe in the next week, and we'll see if we're compatible, right? And I also said to her very important thing for me, right? And the one of the things that I said to her that was important, at least it was for me, is I don't care if you say yes or no. I just wanted to get this thing out of my head. I don't care if you say yes or no. You're your answer is not going to make me more sad or more happy, right? My happiness doesn't, like, if you say no, I'm not going to be sad because you said no. No, my happiness doesn't like involve your answer, right? My happiness doesn't depend on your answer. Oh, that's the better thing. And she said to me that basically she's taken, right? But she said to me like, "Oh, Christian, I respect you that you approached me, that you told me this or something like this. I don't exactly remember, but yeah, I just said to her, oh, whatever, okay, that's fine. Yeah, just went it our way. Just she went home. Um I've had the lecture after this, so yeah. So that's the story. So what can you get from this? What l- what lessons I'm going to give you? So, and I literally before I'm going to tell you the lessons, bro. When she said that she said basically no, that she's taken, right? I basically smiled. I basically smiled because number one, I got this thing out of my head, and second, you cannot beat a guy who, after being rejected, just fucking smiles. That was my first like face-to-face rejection. Yeah, kind of ratio is shit because I'm one deal down, but I just felt very happy, and I've said to basically to my friend Gina that I recorded a video with with hot takes. I've said to him that I feel much more happy and I respect myself for this because if I would hold this thing in my head, I would basically fucking explode, and I would not even and I wouldn't be able to think properly, to just do basic things, because I would just be constantly overthinking and be just constantly be in my head. Or should I approach her or not? Should I approach her or not? The perfect moment, whatever. But yeah, after this rejection, as I said, I felt much more happier. I feel that I respect myself by far. Feel respect myself much more. And also, as I said, you cannot beat a guy who, after being rejected, smiles. Try beating that guy. And also, it's also going to develop me in the future because I'm going to treat rejections not as serious. But yeah, what lessons can I give to you? Listen, I'm going to say that rejection is a far better feeling to feel. It's a much better feeling than regret, because either way you're going to feel pain. After you're going to be rejected, you probably know this. After you were rejected by a girl, or maybe, I don't know, you didn't land your job, right? You were rejected at a job interview. You felt pain. And when you regret something, that you didn't do something, or you didn't approach this girl, you also feel pain. And I just basically had to choose, what pain am I going to suffer? Do I want to suffer pain of pain of rejection, or pain of regret? Because either way, as I told you, I'm going to suffer. But I had to choose my suffering. Do I want to suffer a couple of seconds, because rejection only lasts a couple of seconds? She said to me, "Oh, Christian, okay, I cannot be with you. I'm taken." And I said, "Okay, whatever." And that only lasted a couple of seconds. But if I wouldn't approach her, and university would end it, or another thing, right? I would, or I would get older and I wouldn't approach her. I would be fucking kicking my head until my last breath, because rejection only lasts a couple of seconds, but regret will stay with you for life. So either way, you're going to feel pain. Rejection and regret are not the great feelings, but when it comes to which feeling is better, rejection is a by far better feeling. But also, I've told myself that I'm going to approach her, so I kind of gave myself this pressure. This pressure, yes, a big pressure, because I haven't really cold approach. I would say cold approach, but I haven't really asked a girl out. For this was the first time I asked a girl out in my life, so I was kind of gave myself this pressure. It was, I just made this no, asking a girl out, asking out Sarah. I just made up in my mind that it's going to be like so big and whatever, and just gave myself this pressure. But also this pressure gave me like because I promised myself that I'm going to do it and I've done it, right? And I've done it. And because of this I respect myself much more because I'm a masculine man. If I say something, be better sure that I'm going to fucking do it because everybody can clap their fucking mouths. But when it comes to us, men, we need to do. If you say that you are going to go to that you are going to go to the gym at 4 a.m. in the morning, I better see your fucking bench pressing at 4 a.m., bro. Really. This is about keeping promises. If I wouldn't keep that promise, my self-esteem would go down and my mood would be low and I wouldn't respect myself as much as I'm respecting myself today, right? And I also want to die knowing that I have lived my life to the fullest and I couldn't have lived my life better. Right? This is far in the future. But this memory of rejection will stay with me until my last breath. Because when I'm going to remember this this event in my head, right? When I'm going to be laying on my wait, on my deathbed here, right? I'm going to even smile because I knew that I have done everything. And I couldn't, as I said, I couldn't have lived my life better. So I basically have notes here, what I have written on this lecture. So what can I say more? Oh yeah. I also promised to myself that that I want to be the best version of myself in this university. Yes. Uh, and yeah, as I said, I promised to myself that I'm going to be the best version of myself at this university. So basically, what that means is I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to repeat myself, but because I don't record I record with a script, but I promise to myself that I'm going to be the best version of myself, and I'm going to do everything in power to be this version. And when it and asking Sarah out, that's definitely an event that made me the best version of myself. And say, so what do we have next? Also, I was quite overthinking because me and Sarah we're as I said we're in the same year, so for most of the time we see each other every day. I was kind of scared, like, or people are going to insult me if are going to make fun of me because I got rejected, but nothing happened and nothing is going to happen because even if she would say that I got rejected by her, even if she would say that to everyone, right, from my year, I don't think people would even treat this very seriously. Like, and also that there's also something that I was thinking about, right? If I'm gonna get rejected, are people going to laugh at me? Are going to people insult me, just make fun of me? But nothing really happened, and that's what I learned, right? That people just don't care, and you should be living your own life. You should be living your life to the fullest. And that's the lesson that I want to give you. Live your life to the fullest. Don't care about people. If you see a girl in your year or in university that you want to approach, go ahead, fuck it, bro. What else do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Nah, you have the one thing to lose. If you don't approach her, you're going to lose respect for yourself. Your self-esteem is going to go down. So I don't think that you want to lose those things. But other than that, what else do you have to lose? You don't have anything to lose. Maybe she's going to say yes. And maybe you're going to be compatible. And maybe you're going to get your first girlfriend. You have to think positively, bro. So, um, I'm just looking. Uh, what what can I what can I add? Yeah. And as I said, I'm a young guy. I'm 20 years old, and I had to make this risk. This was quite risky, right? This was a risk, and I had to take it because if I wouldn't take this risk of um, asking her out, right? Somebody else would do it, and I wouldn't fucking comprehend with this. I wouldn't be able to fucking sleep knowing that I could have lived my life better, right? So that event of asking Sarah out and being rejected was one of the best events that happened in my life because it developed me as a character, it developed me as a man, and it gave me the lessons. It gave me the experience that I can share with you guys. So, long story short, you have to choose your pain. You want to feel pain of regret that's going to stay with you for the rest of your life, or you want to feel the pain of rejection that is only going to last a couple of seconds. You have to you have to choose your pain. Either way you're going to suffer, but you have to choose your suffering. So I'm looking for this note. Let's see if I missed anything. Mm, yeah, I think I've said everything. So my last lesson is choose your suffering. Approach this girl. Start this business. Um, go exercise. Don't care about other people's opinion. But remember, you have to choose your suffering. Do you want to feel the pain of rejection or the pain of regret? Regret that you didn't start working out. Regret that you didn't start working on your business. Regret that you didn't cold approach this girl. Either way, you're going to suffer, but you have to choose your pain. Pain of rejection, pain of regret. Either way, this is pain. But one pain lasts a couple of seconds, but the another pain lasts your whole life. So remember about this. Live your life to the fullest. Don't care about other people's opinion. Your life is the only life for you that matters. Don't listen to other people. Stop being mediocre. Do the things that scare you. Get out of your comfort zone. Not jumping, not to jump completely from like to this um, void of comfort zone. Just do it consistently. It don't have to be. It doesn't have those things that are getting you out of your comfort zone. They don't have to be that big, but make sure to always get out of your comfort zone, at least with one step. That getting out of your comfort zone is going to build you much. It's going to build you because being in your comfort zone doesn't build anything. So remember, choose your pain. Don't care about other people. Live your life to the fullest. So if you lay on your deathbed, you remember you die, right? You die knowing um, that you lived your life to the fullest and you couldn't have lived it better. Yeah. Live your life to the fullest. Don't care about other people's opinion. Just live and choose your suffering. Pain of rejection, the pain of regret. Pain of rejection is much better, brother. It's going to develop you. It's going to give you experience. Really, bro, think about it. But yeah, stay hard because nobody will save you. The only person who can save you is the person I'm pointing right now. Peace out.